Hello everyone, this is Terrence Hight, CEO of the Hight Effect. I wanted to share some things with you all for free because we truly feel that the information is free, but the execution is sold separately. So I'm going to give you some information today that's going to be very helpful for you in your current business venture, any businesses that you're thinking about, and moving forward. So the title of this one is, Can My Business Idea Work? And our goal through this course is to determine if the business idea is feasible. So you may say, how? How do we do that? And what does that even mean? So, well, we do it simply by looking at the feasibility of the business idea. So still, I know it's kind of unclear and you're like, what are you talking about, Terrence? That still doesn't make sense. Basically, feasibility means, can it work? Is it capable of being done? There are a lot of entrepreneurs that we work with who have great ideas and say that, they have the next Facebook, Instagram, Uber, WhatsApp, whatever. And they swear they have it. But once you talk to them and dig deeper and evaluate the feasibility of their business model, you realize that, hey, their business is not really going to make money, or their business is not going to be able to sustain and be around long term. So that's why we go through this exercise of this feasibility analysis to help business owners understand how to determine whether or not any idea can really work. The way we do that is with a tool, and this is a tool we came up with at the Hight Effect, and that tool evaluates the M, which is the market. It evaluates the operations, which is the O in the acronym for the tool. The T in the acronym is for technical. It looks at the economic aspects, and then it looks at the legal piece, and that together that makes the MOTEL analysis. And that's what our tool does, is evaluates the market, operations, technical, and economic and legal aspects of any business idea. Now, we'll talk a little bit about the MOTEL analysis a little bit more. So let's start with the M, the market, one of the most important and crucial parts. First of all, you want to look at the industry size. Now, of course, this is not a detailed MOTEL analysis that we do, and the one that we sell and we do for you. This is very high level for this course. But the market, with each of these components, what we'll do is we'll look at 3 of the key points that you'll look at, and you can actually apply these to your business now. Now, again, if you want the full deep dive MOTEL analysis course, you can sign up for that and reach out to us directly, or visit our site at thehighteffect.com. There's information there on how to do that in our products, or reach out to us directly. But again, this is just a high level, so we'll only go over 3 points for each component of the MOTEL analysis. So the first thing you'll need to evaluate when you're looking at a business idea is the industry size. How big is the actual industry? So is it a $10 billion industry that's declining over the next 5 years, or is it a $100 billion industry that's turning into a $300 billion industry over the next 5 years? Those are the things that you'll have to take into consideration with any business idea. The next thing that you'll want to look at is the immediate market size. So in your existing market, meaning your existing demographic or geographic location, how many people or how many potential customers are there? Are there 10,000 people who could probably utilize your services or buy your product? Or are there 10 million people? And then, that's again your immediate market. And there are different ways of looking at that. Like I said, in the detailed course, we'll get into that specifically. The third thing you'll look at for the market portion is the number of competitors. So how many competitors, direct competitors, which are your primary competitors, your secondary competitors, and then your tertiary competitors, how many of those are out there? The second piece of the MOTEL analysis is the operations. So you want to look at your production needs. Basically, what does it require for you to develop and build or manufacture your product or service? And how much does that cost? Of course, cost is always one of the main factors. The next thing is the location. Where will your business be located? Will it be an online e-commerce store, or will it be in a brick and mortar, a physical location? And then the last thing is the processes. So are you doing things that's wasting more money or wasting more time? Is there a way to streamline and make your processes more succinct and together and utilize technology? And some of those things we'll talk about in just a little bit. But are there different things you can look at from a process perspective to basically help your business run more efficiently? Next is the technical piece. So like I said, that kind of segues from the processes into the technical piece. What you want to look at is your technology needs. Basically, what software do you need to get done what you need to get done with your business? What type of technology do you need built? Next is the technical acquisition. So how are you going to acquire? How are you going to get the technology that you need for your business? Next is the technology time frame. So how long will it take you to get that? Is it something that's going to cost $20 million and going to cost you 5 years to build? In some cases, that's true for businesses. There are some businesses that cost, they have to raise millions of dollars before they can ever go to market. Is that something that you have to do for yours, or is there a faster way of getting that done? Next part of the MOTEL analysis is the economic aspect. So again, all of these aspects are what you're looking at with a business idea. So for the economic piece, what are your expense projections? How much are you going to have to spend? The next part is the revenue projections. How much money are you going to bring in? How many sales are you going to make? And then the third part is the profit. So after you subtract your expenses from your revenue, so you take out all of your costs, and you subtract that from the sales that you brought in, how much money will you have left over? And then the last piece, we always advise you to consult with an attorney. We have great relationships with some pretty big attorneys that are specifically business and entrepreneur attorneys here in the local Atlanta area. So definitely reach out to us if you're needing an attorney. But there are some things that you can look at from your perspective without being an attorney that is going to save you a lot of time. The first thing is the structure. So what is the overall legal structure of the business? Basically, is it a partnership? If so, she moves on to the next point, which is the legality. In the partnership, do you have the type of legal documents that you need? Do you have an operating agreement? Are you set up as an S corporation or a C corporation or a limited liability company? So these are some of the things that you have to take into consideration, and then also what type of documents you need for that. An additional thing with the business legality is really looking at whether or not the things that you're doing in your business are legal. So I know that may seem like a no-brainer. You don't want to do illegal things, but one example that I haven't personally dealt with, but it's with the marijuana industry, for instance, out in California. Okay, it's legal at the state level, of course. It's legal out there, but in somewhere like Georgia, you obviously couldn't set that up at this point in time. An issue or something we did run into with the company we did work with was they wanted to have they had a car wash company, like this innovative car wash solution. And in the specific city, I believe it may have been Atlanta or either right outside of Atlanta, they had water ordinances that didn't allow them to operate their business. But had they just gone one county over or one city over, they'd be able to do that. So there were some legality issues there. And that's some of the things you'll have to take into consideration before you start your business. And then the last part is the trademarks and patents. You want to protect your ideas. You want to protect your products. You want to protect your business name, your brand, because it's very hard to start over once all of this stuff is already out there and you haven't done the necessary legal steps to set up and protect your business appropriately. So this was a snippet of the MOTEL Analysis course presented by the Hight Effect. If you're interested, please reach out to us. Thanks for watching.